Once again, it's a pleasure to welcome Aurel back to the Trackmania Live. Aurel, you've also been sort of a familiar face now. I don't know if Trackmania has just a few players, or if the best players are just the best players. But welcome. How are you feeling, Aurel?
Yeah, thanks again. I'm once again happy to be there, and so yeah, I'm really fine. And the weekend was quite good, and the week as well is going well, so everything is fine.
Hmm. Yeah, now it's a Wednesday. The final took place on Sunday. You qualified into the grand final. You didn't end up winning it this year, but can you tell people how happy are you now, some days removed from the event?
Well, at first, I can say that my feelings were separate a bit, since I was already quite happy to be in final because that was my main goal. But also after the final that just ended up, I was a bit sad as well because I knew that I could have done a bit way better since my very beginning of the match wasn't that great. But yeah, the day right after, on Monday, I just realized that it was already really nice to be in final, and I didn't have to expect that much because it was already really great to be among the top three, top four of this cup once again.
Hmm. And because if you go into the grand final or into the semi-final, sorry, and I'm already sorry to say I predicted you to go out, but you proved me wrong there. I actually thought that that was going to be a close final. But how did you preview that semi-finals? Did you think that it was going to be as close as it was? Was you surprised that it was that close? What did you think about your semi-final?
Yeah, I really knew that it would have been that close because between Bren and Papu, I know that our level is quite similar in the ZrT, and we were all stressed like a lot, even more like if you were on stage. So it was really stressful situation, and we've seen that because in match the level wasn't really that high. We must admit that, and but in the end it went better because the time was a bit more fast, and it was the same for all of us. But yeah, in the end, we saw that it was close since the very first round because we were giving the points to each other. Like sometimes I was first and I was going to fourth place, but and it was the same for all of us. So it was really close match, and in the end, I just made it. And Papu was close as well, and the Xer as well was close. But I'm really happy to since I made it. So I'm really happy about that.
Hmm. And something I guess, we can somewhat laugh about now is that at least the spectators was like trying to spectate you, and we were like, okay, what is Aurel doing? Is he lagging out? And then we understood it was a spectator bug. But did you notice anything when driving that it was something different, or is this simply just related to spectators?
Well, for me, everything was fine. I didn't even know about that, and a lot of people just tell me after that stop cheating or whatever about some stuff. And like, what do you mean? Because I don't have anything in my games that is going wrong. And I during the match, I think after map one or map two, I just seen your tweet when I
Yeah.
was playing and what happening is happening. I still try to keep my focus in the game because for me everything was fine. So, but yeah, it was only a spectator bug, and my game was running fine and in semi and final as well. So everything was fine in my side.
Hmm. So it didn't affect anything from your performance.
Yeah, everything.
Hmm.
I don't have to say anything about that.
Yeah. But then you go into the grand final, and I think maybe the first thing we can talk about is the map pack. Did you have any hopes for the map pack? And if you talk about the map pack, how it ended up being, is it happy with the map pack that you ended up playing in the final?
In the end, yeah, I was quite happy. Um, well, I've seen that the first map of the semi-final wasn't my best ones, but in the end, I knew that the end of the match could have been better, and that's what happened. And in the final, I had like my two best map, I will say. Not really my two best, but I had two great maps in the final, and luckily it was the two last one. So yeah, I was still happy of the map pack itself, I must admit. And yeah, it was fine map pack for the final for me.
Hmm. Just on the Saturday before the Sunday, I uploaded a video about my 10 top moments from the ZrT Trackmania Cup. And I think you already knocked one of them out, at least, with what you did in the grand final. You made Zerator think it was like a checkpoint bug. You saw Carl Jr. writing in the chat, it's a checkpoint bug. But you were just smarter than them. You just found a new way to do that map. How long did you know about that sort of trajectory that you could do?
Well, it's already been a while that we know that cut. I mean, the cut was found between the BPP team with Balulu and stuff, and we had it like already since the first week of qualification, and the goal was not to show it. Like only if we have to show the cut, we will show it, but it wasn't even needed to qualify, and it, the map wasn't again in semi-final. So I was hoping for it to be in final, and that's what happened. And even more, it was close to the finalist mode. So yeah, it's been a while that I got this cut. I would say, and it ended up at a great moment. I will say in the final.
Yeah, that has to be perfect. Like you have that in the back of your head you have something up your sleeve that okay, just please that map come up. What is the feeling when you see, oh damn, it's that map? Now I can actually show it to people.
Yeah, clearly. Like for example, I wasn't even stressed for the final because that was my main goal, and I made it. Um, and I knew that the map will come. And when the map came out of the map pack, I've just seen the map. I see, okay, I have to do it, and I have to do it properly because if I do it and then crash, it will be like so stupid because what is he doing? So yeah, I was a bit stressed if I doing it bad or stuff. So I tried to save it, and I'm really happy what I did because I made it far, yeah, all the way. I made it, I guess. I
Mm.
never failed it. So I'm really happy of that. And yeah, I knew that I just had to keep to keep up with Brian, Carl, and Gwen in order to be closer to them in points, and then I could catch up a bit more on that map. So unfortunately, my beginning of the match wasn't that fast and wasn't the greatest one, but I still had a great map with that cut, and I was really happy that I could have shown this one in the final.
Yeah, but after that map you collected up to the others, you catch up to them. Was it like, oh, now I have the chance to win it again after somewhat a slow start into the final? Did you think about it, or is it just I'm just gonna play, and if I think about that, then I'm gonna play worse?
I wasn't even thinking to about winning the cup during the world final because it was already great, as I said. But yeah, this map came up, and thanks to this cut, I just came closer to Brain in points, and I was only, I guess, not even 10 points behind Carl Jr. And then after this map, I've just realized that it was a ice map, Allure Glass, and this map was supposed to be my best map. So once again, I must admit that I was a lot and really shaky on that map, and I knew when this map came out that I could have made it, but yeah, the stress was there, and it was really hard to make some clean runs and to take the win. And Gwen did a really insane time on his first attempt. So yeah,
Mm,
I really know that I could have made it, but yeah, I'm really happy of what I did and no regrets.
mm. Yeah, and if you then talk about Gwen winning it first time in a grand final, then he just go ahead and wins everything. Did you expect him to win it? Did you see him as the biggest favorite for this cup, or are you somewhat surprised that he actually managed to even win this cup?
I'm not even surprised because I'm playing a lot of Cup with him in the past and the other game as well, and we knew that he will be really strong on ZrT, and that's what happened. He did a really first 6 day of qualification, and he had some good maps. He was really fast, and the thing that he made it in the semi-final as well as the final. So yeah, I'm not even surprised of what he did, and maybe would have I would have think that he would have crashed a bit more under the pressure. But the thing with Gwen, we don't really know how he feel about the pressure. So something like he's only 15 years old and he don't really care and is doing really good in finalist attempt. Like most of the time when he's finalist, he's winning the run right after. So yeah, he
Mm.
did really well and fully deserved the win.
But now you see him first time in the grand final. He just goes ahead and win it. You have been there 4 times, and still the title is yours. It's like, ah, damn! Couldn't you waited 1 year so I could have it first? Or what do you think about maybe your chances at winning a title in the future?
Yeah, I mean, I was close once again, but it's
Yeah.
not a shame. Last year I got second. Uh, it wasn't finalist mode as well. This year I could have get second as well because it was finalist mode. So yeah, I'm really close and I know that, but it don't really affect me and I just hope that the year will come and maybe the next year will be I mean, it will be the best. So in Bercy, but yeah, no matter what, I'm really happy that to be once again in final, and it's my main goal. And obviously, if Bercy can be a win, I'm really be really happy. That it will be really hard.
Yeah, then you pick the right event to win, right?
Yeah.
But now you played a lot of the events from the ZrT Trackmania Cup in Trackmania 2 Stadium. Now you play the first in the new Trackmania. Can you tell, is there any difference for you in how it feels to play this particular cup on this game?
Um, it was quite similar, I would say. At the very beginning, I had still some troubles with the game, but in the end, the feelings are the same, I must admit. There is nothing really different. Maybe about ZRT, the maps are a bit more smooth, I will say. There is less jumps or tricks that can make big differences. But yeah, in the end, the game for me is almost the same, and I don't have any differences at my level. So yeah, it's quite a good news, I will say.
Hmm. Final question from me. Now the ZrT Trackmania Cup is over. It's one of the major events of the year. Can you tell the fans of you, the fans of Trackmania, what is the next for Aurel? What are you gonna focus on in the upcoming weeks and months?
Well, obviously, for now, I will have a short break. Like tomorrow, I'm moving holidays, so short break for now. But yeah, obviously, we with a TMGL where I'm aiming top 8 first once again to reach the playoff. And I really know that with those maps that we have already seen, like the first 3 maps have already been released, I can do great, and I'm confident to be in top 8 again. At least I hope I will. But I'm pretty sure that with the training, I will make it, and we will see.
Hmm.
And about the other cup, we will see what happened. And my main goal will be obviously Bercy. I will think a lot about this one. I have to qualify for it once again.
Yes, it already like it's a long time until the next ZRT Cup, but it's always like you already, oh, how is it gonna feel to be on the stage? Is it always in the back of your head that you maybe counting weeks until the ZRT next year's, or what are you thinking about the next year?
Maybe not counting weeks, but obviously I'm seeing every year like I have to qualify. And the thing is, if I don't qualify in Bercy, I will be really sad because I made it to all other events, and Bercy is the biggest one. So yeah, I don't really have that in mind, but I know that it will be a really great opportunity to be on this mythic stage in France, and I would really love to. So
Hmm.
it still have to focus and keep cool.
Yeah, hopefully I will see you in Paris. I hope I will be there, and I hope you will be there, and then maybe finally get this winner interview after the ZRT Trackmania Cup, right?
Yeah, I hope so too.
But thank you so much, man. And if people want to follow you, I guess Twitter is the best place to follow you, or still no
Yeah,
stream, right?
clearly on Twitter,
Yeah.
I'm giving up the most of my thing in TM.
That's it for Aurel. Next interview, I guess, is going to be Gwen. So if you want to hear from the champion himself, stick around until the break is over. Once again, a pleasure, Aurel. Thanks for stepping up.
Yeah, thank you. See you.